Have you ever wondered how raising kids alone, working two grueling jobs and facing constant financial pressure can hold back your dreams of building a better life? Imagine juggling sleepless nights, deadlines, and little ones at home, yet still hoping to create something bigger for yourself. Today, I'm going to share the mindset shifts, daily habits, and unshakable strategies that helped one single mom turn her struggles into a thriving business empire, starting from absolutely nothing. In this video, we'll first explore how she managed her energy and time despite the overwhelming challenges, then dive into the concrete steps she took to grow her business from scratch. And finally, I'll reveal the secret mindset that fueled her unstoppable drive and transformed her life forever. By the end, you'll not only be inspired but equipped to take action yourself. Remember, every single moment wasted is a lost opportunity. One small decision today can completely change your tomorrow, and this story proves it. One choice, one mindset shift, and one relentless commitment can turn impossible circumstances into undeniable success. Before we dive deeper, understand this. Small, consistent actions, no matter how tiny, compound into life-changing results. Her very first step wasn't fancy or complicated. It was believing she could do it, even when everyone else doubted her. That single mindset shift became the foundation of everything that followed. And at the end of this video, I'll share the secret habit that transformed her life. And it's something anyone watching right now can start doing today. Make sure you stick around till the very end because this one insight could change everything. If you're ready to turn your struggles into your superpower and build your own path to success, hit that subscribe button on Legend Made here. Let's start this journey together. Imagine waking up before sunrise, the quiet of the house broken only by your kids' soft whispers and the sound of your alarm. This was Sarah's reality, a single mom in her late 20s, working two jobs just to make ends meet. Every day was a race against time, preparing breakfast, dropping her children at school, rushing to a full-time job, and then picking up her second part-time gig in the evening. Most nights, she barely slept, yet she carried the weight of her family's dreams on her shoulders. She wasn't just fighting financial struggles. She faced constant societal pressure and judgment. Friends and family doubted her ability to succeed alone. Bills piled up, rent was always due, and the fear of failure was a constant shadow. But deep inside, Sarah knew she wanted more, for herself and her children. She dreamed of building a life where she wasn't just surviving, but thriving. Her story is not unique in terms of challenges. Millions of single parents face similar struggles. But the way she chose to respond made all the difference. Instead of succumbing to stress and self-doubt, she began observing successful entrepreneurs, reading every book she could find on business and mindset, and experimenting with small ventures in her free hours. Each small step was a battle against exhaustion, fear, and doubt. By sharing this story, I want you to see that your current circumstances, no matter how overwhelming, do not define your future. The sacrifices, the sleepless nights, and the relentless effort are all part of the journey. Sarah's journey reminds us that resilience, belief in oneself, and consistent action are what transform ordinary lives into extraordinary stories. By the end of this video, you'll understand not just what she did to succeed, but how her mindset shift can inspire anyone facing similar struggles to take control of their life and start building their own empire. The struggles Sarah faced were relentless. Every day felt like a battle, not just against her jobs or financial constraints, but against an invisible force of doubt and exhaustion. Mornings began before sunrise, and often her kids were already awake, needing breakfast and attention. She barely had a moment to herself before rushing out the door to her first job, a position that demanded every ounce of energy she could muster. By midday, fatigue set in, but there was no time to rest. Bills needed to be paid, groceries purchased, and household chores managed. On top of that, she faced constant societal pressure. Friends and family often questioned whether she could handle it all. "Are you sure you can do this alone?" was a refrain that haunted her at every turn. The words stung, yet somehow they fueled her determination to prove them wrong. Evenings were no respite. After her first job, she headed straight to a second part-time role, working late into the night. Some nights, she fell asleep at her desk, dreaming of a life where money wasn't a constant worry, where she could focus on her children and her own ambitions without fear or shame. Loneliness and self-doubt were constant companions, whispering that success was reserved for others, not for someone like her. Financial strain added another layer of pressure. Rent, utilities, and food costs were constant worries, with no room for unexpected expenses. Each overdue bill or rejected application for assistance felt like another blow to her confidence. Yet, she refused to give up. She knew that giving in to despair would not feed her children or build the life she dreamed of. These years of struggle weren't just about survival. They were the crucible that forged her resilience. Every obstacle, every sleepless night, every judgmental comment, and every financial setback taught her lessons that no classroom could. Sarah learned the value of time, the power of persistence, and the importance of believing in herself, even when the world seemed to be against her. Her story is a reminder that pain and struggle are not signs of failure. They are the foundations of strength, the moments that test our resolve and prepare us for the success that lies ahead. Without these challenges, Sarah would never have discovered the mindset and habits that transformed her life. After years of relentless struggle, Sarah reached a point where exhaustion and doubt could have easily held her back forever. But one evening, while reviewing her limited earnings and reflecting on her dreams, she realized something crucial. No amount of hard work alone would create the life she envisioned. She needed a different approach, a mindset shift that would redefine how she saw challenges and opportunities. The turning point came when she stumbled upon stories of other self-made entrepreneurs. These weren't just people with money or resources. They were ordinary individuals who transformed their circumstances through consistent action, strategic thinking, and unwavering belief in themselves. Sarah realized that she too could achieve the same if she adopted the same principles. The first step was internal. She replaced doubt with determination, fear with curiosity, and "I can't" with "how can I?" Every negative thought that had haunted her for years was challenged. Slowly, she began to see obstacles as opportunities. The bills, the sleepless nights, the societal judgment, all became part of the training ground for the resilience and skills she would need to build her empire. Next came practical steps informed by mindset. Sarah started planning her days meticulously, allocating even 30 minutes for business research or skill development. She learned to leverage small wins, celebrate progress, and treat failures as feedback rather than defeat. Most importantly, she committed to consistent learning: books, podcasts, online courses, anything that expanded her knowledge and sharpened her entrepreneurial edge. This mindset shift didn't magically remove her struggles, but it transformed her relationship with them. Challenges were no longer threats, but stepping stones. Instead of feeling crushed by circumstances, she felt empowered by the knowledge that every action she took was building the life she wanted. Her story illustrates a powerful lesson. The right mindset is not just motivational talk. It's the foundation upon which real, lasting success is built. By the time she took her first concrete business steps, Sarah was no longer just surviving. She was prepared to thrive. And this transformation all began with one simple decision: to see her potential and refuse to be defined by her struggles. Once Sarah had transformed her mindset, she knew that consistent action was the only path to turning her dreams into reality. She couldn't afford to wait for perfect circumstances or limitless resources. She had to start where she was, with what she had. Step 1. Prioritize and plan. Every day, Sarah began each morning with a clear plan. She broke her day into blocks: time for work, time for kids, and time for her business. Even small increments of 30 minutes dedicated to research, networking, or learning a new skill became powerful. Planning allowed her to maximize her energy and focus, ensuring that every moment contributed to her goals. Step 2. Leverage existing skills. Working 2 jobs gave her real-world experience in customer service, sales, and problem solving. Sarah realized she could translate these skills into a business venture. She began offering small services online, using free platforms to reach her audience. By leveraging what she already knew, she minimized risk while gaining experience. Step 3. Learn and adapt constantly. Sarah committed to lifelong learning. She devoured books, attended webinars, joined online communities, and learned from mentors whenever possible. Mistakes were no longer failures. They were feedback. Each error helped her refine her approach, understand her market better, and make smarter decisions. Step 4. Build a support network. Even as a single mom, Sarah sought support. She connected with other entrepreneurs, joined online groups, and shared her journey with people who encouraged her. Surrounding herself with like-minded individuals boosted her confidence and exposed her to new opportunities. Step 5. Take calculated risks. Sarah knew growth required courage. She started small, testing products and services with minimal investment. As her confidence grew, so did her ambitions. Each calculated risk became a stepping stone, bringing her closer to her business goals without jeopardizing her family's stability. Step 6. Consistency over perfection. Perhaps the most important lesson Sarah learned was that small, consistent actions compound into massive results. She didn't wait for the perfect moment or flawless plan. Every email sent, every product listed, every connection made was part of her unstoppable progress. Step 7. Mindset in action. Finally, Sarah ensured that her new mindset guided every decision. She celebrated wins, no matter how small, and used setbacks as lessons. Her focus was on long-term vision rather than immediate gratification. This disciplined approach ensured that her struggles became stepping stones rather than obstacles. Within months, these strategies began paying off. Her small ventures grew, income increased, and she could see tangible progress. What started as tiny steps became a structured path to building her business empire. Sarah's story shows that success is rarely instantaneous. It's the product of deliberate planning, consistent action, and a resilient mindset. By applying these principles, anyone, regardless of background, responsibilities, or resources, can start turning struggles into opportunities. Sarah's journey is a roadmap for every single mom, every hustler, and every dreamer who refuses to give up. Months of dedication, planning, and relentless action finally began to pay off for Sarah. What started as small online ventures turned into a steady stream of income, providing financial stability that she had never imagined possible. No longer living paycheck to paycheck, she could afford to focus on growth rather than mere survival. Her children noticed the change too: less stress at home, more joyful moments, and a mother who believed in herself. Sarah's business gradually expanded. She launched her own brand, gained clients, and built a small team to help manage operations. Each milestone was a testament to her persistence. Her first profitable month, her first satisfied client testimonial, and her first reinvestment into the business. Every achievement, no matter how small, reinforced the belief that she was capable of creating the life she dreamed of. Beyond financial success, Sarah experienced a profound personal transformation. The constant fear, doubt, and exhaustion that once defined her life were replaced with confidence, clarity, and purpose. She became a role model not only for her children but for other single parents striving to overcome similar obstacles. Her story proved that determination, consistency, and the right mindset could turn even the toughest struggles into stepping stones for success. By the end of her first year fully committed to her business, Sarah had achieved what many considered impossible. She had not only built a thriving business empire from scratch, but she had also cultivated the freedom to live life on her terms. Her mornings were no longer rushed and anxious, but intentional and fulfilling. The sleepless nights of the past were replaced with strategic planning and focused action, bringing tangible results that inspired everyone around her. Sarah's success story illustrates a crucial lesson. Success is not just about talent or luck. It's about persistence, resilience, and the courage to keep moving forward even when the odds seem insurmountable. Her journey is a blueprint for anyone who refuses to let circumstances define their future. From a struggling single mom to a confident entrepreneur, Sarah's transformation is proof that with the right mindset and consistent effort, dreams can become reality. Section 7. The one secret that truly transformed Sarah's life wasn't a business tactic or a shortcut. It was a daily habit of intentional focus and reflection. Every evening, she dedicated just 15-20 minutes to review her day, celebrating small wins, acknowledging lessons from mistakes, and planning actionable steps for the next day. This simple ritual kept her accountable, reinforced a positive mindset, and ensured she remained aligned with her long-term goals. Instead of being overwhelmed by the chaos of life, she used reflection as a tool to gain clarity, maintain motivation, and continuously improve. Sarah also paired this reflection with a growth question practice. Every day she asked herself, "What did I learn today that will help me get closer to my dreams?" This habit shifted her perspective from focusing on problems to focusing on solutions and opportunities. This single, consistent habit compounded over time, fueling her resilience, sharpening her decision-making, and accelerating her journey from struggle to success. It's a reminder that sometimes the smallest daily actions can produce the biggest transformations. Section 8. Sarah's journey from sleepless nights, financial struggles, and doubt to building a thriving business empire proves one thing: your circumstances do not define your future. With the right mindset, consistent action, and unshakable belief in yourself, anyone can transform their life, no matter how challenging the journey seems. Now, it's your turn. Take a moment to reflect, plan your first small step, and commit to your growth. Every small action compounds over time, and your dreams are closer than you think. If Sarah's story inspired you, hit that subscribe button on Legend Made Here. Like this video, and share it with someone who needs motivation. Comment below with the action you're taking today, and let's build a community of dreamers turning struggles into success.